I just want to go to fucking sleep. But since I can't yet, because of manic episodes, I'm laying here hungover. At least I have a full belly. With some really nice ramen from a really expensive, authentic ramen place. Never had authentic Japanese ramen, but today I did. And let me tell you, the black garlic tonkatsu was to die for. Anyway, I get home, I'm having anxiety. Shit's getting weird, and I'm just wanting to get home. You know what I'm saying? I get home, and I haven't checked my spam emails in a while, because you know what? I really don't give a damn. Sure, there's some kind of psychopathic moron that lives on fucking Franklin Avenue in apartment 103 in a specific building in Los Angeles, California that wants to fucking cause me major bodily harm. Now, I don't give a fuck. I'll dox the motherfucker if he wants to continue to press me. I don't give a damn. The amount of fucking chaos this motherfucker has caused me the last 2 years of threatening my life is immeasurable. I have all these documents, all these emails. I have them all saved. But, attempted doxing attempts aside, it's irrelevant. Oh, and I only got it because, someone's clever with the old IP addresses. You catch my drift? I hope so. Anyway, I am just clever with my emails. I really wanted to send him like a white piece of parchment paper with a black or with a red paint handprint, and then like with a crude paintbrush, write "We know" underneath of it. Like the Dark Brotherhood from like Oblivion and Skyrim and shit. Like sweet mother, bring your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. But irrelevant. I decided to check my spam. Well, I checked my spam while I was away, and I don't know, the last week or so, I've just been, almost 2 weeks, I've just been clicking empty trash. Empty my spam folder, it goes directly into the trash. But if you block somebody on Gmail, it doesn't disappear. No. It goes to spam. And it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. Now that I think about it, I think I'm going to report him as spam. And then if I report him as spam enough times, maybe Gmail will get the fucking hint. Anyway, I blocked this guy over 2 years ago. And he likes to send me all sorts of wanton death threats and, and nonsense. And like I said in prior videos, he wants me to meet him at a specific location at a specific time. And blah, 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 blah. And yap, 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 yap. And guess what, motherfucker? I wasn't born yesterday. For someone with a college education against someone who's a high school dropout, you're acting like a fucking idiot. Because who in the fucking right mind would be dumb enough to, you want me to go here at this time, at this day, so you can jump me with other motherfuckers that you've convinced that I'm some kind of terrible person while you make up crazy accusations with no basis or evidence? Guess what? I've been pulling my punches in the dark, and sometimes that's what you gotta do. If you want to serve the light, sometimes you gotta fucking fight in the dark. And I've been doing my own fucking side quests, motherfuckers. Like, just chill the fuck out. It's like we say, every time like you're trying to do better for yourself and trying to make your life better and trying to make yourself better, there's gonna be somebody that wants to fucking piss on your birthday cake. Anyway, I clicked on my fucking spam folder, and unfortunately, before I could hit the fucking empty button, I saw his name right across the top. It's, Blank Martinez. Oh, we're getting spicy in here. How much information will I disclose? Well, if he doesn't fucking stop, I'll dox the motherfucker on Reddit. And I don't give a fuck. I'll make a throwaway, dox the piss out of him, and let's see what the fucking fun will Reddit will have with the motherfucker's address. Because I just want to sign him up for like things like Scientology, because they never give up. Oh, and he claims to be a Catholic. Well, I don't know about you, but this doesn't sound very Catholic to me. I would leave the motherfucker alone that's trying to better himself and is retired to the forest somewhere, but trying to wish him ill will and even bodily harm, major bodily harm, disfigurement, and death, oh, that's kind of fucked up. And also wishing those things upon the said person's family members, you got a screw loose or two, buddy. You do. You got a couple out there unwound. Well, it doesn't matter. The point of the matter is, I saw the fucking headline, and I saw that it was Furman that was actually an accidental slip-up, but I guess fate has a really crazy way of dealing cards. And it said, I'll be home next month. Well, that's awful ominous. What month is it currently? Oh, it is May. May 25th as I record this video. So, does he mean June? And if so, when? I didn't click on the email, but I did send him one back. I sent him his full address. His full address? Franklin Avenue? Apartment 103? Los Angeles, California? And the zip code and all the other fun stuff. And the full address. Trust me, I've got it. I sent him his full address in California. I already know his full address back here in the mitten. Not worried about that part. Not worried about that part. What's funny is, in a prior email, the last email I read of his, before the one that he sent today, this was like, what, around 2 weeks ago? He was telling me about, all these fucked up things, making all these crazy accusations, and he said that, those books that were your dad's that you left at my house, when I get back, I'm going to burn them. I already got them back. So, I sent him an email. Good luck with that. I already got my books back. They're on the bookshelf. He was like the H.G. Wells books. No, H.G. Wells wrote, was it War of the Worlds, I think? I have the original over there from the 1950s. But, no. What I had left him was the first 3 books of Edgar Rice Burroughs' John Carter of Mars, which is a much more delicate piece. I was reading them in 4th grade. My dad read them when he was young, and he has the whole collection. Well, my dad's dad, so I got the whole collection. And these were the only copies of the first 3 books that I have, and they're from the 40s and 50s. And at least I believe. I really do believe that that's how old they are. But I could be wrong, but I'm not going to look it up, and I ain't going to fucking get up right now, my hungover ass, and go look. No. Just look up John Carter of Mars, Edgar Rice Burroughs. I know he wrote War of the Worlds. No, that was H.G. Wells. He wrote Tarzan. Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote Tarzan, because I have a couple of the Tarzan original books over there as well. I also have War of the Worlds, but it doesn't matter. He's threatening to destroy my books, and I'm like, guess what, motherfucker? I already got my books. And you know how I got my book back? I Facebook messaged his mom, who is a licensed psychiatrist. And I said, hey, will you give me a hand? I need something that I left in your house. And It's very important to me. And I want them back. Because she already knows that her son is off his, what she calls it, off his medication and drinking. So that's when he blows me up and threatens me and, oh, he's not actually going to do any of it and blah, 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 blah. Well, scientifically, if you're going to get murdered, you're going to get murdered by somebody you know. Look it up. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so I was like, all right, so I want you to go to his bedroom and I want you to look at the top right drawer of his dresser. There should be 3 books. Yep. There they were. It's almost like I knew where they were because I put them there. So, she mailed me the books to my mother's address. So, with my constant traveling, I got my fucking books back. Ain't that funny how that plays out? She was like, oh, he'll never even probably remember them. That's what she said when she sent them back to me. And now I look at this and I go, I knew better. Which is exactly why I wanted them back, before he came back from the glorious state of California. Mr. Wannabe Rockstar. Irrelevant. He said he was going to be back in a month. Lies. Why do I think they're lies? Well, I talked to his mom, and his mom has not written since the email, but like in the prior, like 2 weeks ago-ish, I was talking to his mom, and I said, well, he says he's coming back soon. Like, is this true? Blah, blah, blah. Because I asked for his birthday. I know, like, that seems like something that would be readily available, but it's not. So, I know he's the same year of birth. I'm pretty sure it's July or something, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I couldn't get the exact birthday of the motherfucker. I need his month, day, and year if I'm going to file a personal protective order, which would make it illegal for him to even be within my eyesight, and he would be stripped of his rights of gun ownership because of the threats that he's made upon me about guns. Well, his dad is a lucrative hunter, we'll say. Which means if he ever goes home, his dad would have to get rid of all of the weapons in the house. Because he can't be around them. He can never be in possession of one. Ever. And if I ever see him in my line of sight, all I gotta do is make a phone call. Hello, sheriff's office. I've already filed a police report. It's not, like I said, it's not that I'm afraid of the motherfucker, because I'm not. I have a shotgun that says I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, and I'm literally in a fortress, I really, really don't give a fuck. You can fire as many shots as you want, it'll only take me one. There's a reason why my father called me Dead-Eye Dick. I don't miss. Never have missed. Not ever. I always hit my target. And I have fired lots of really cool shit. You can go check out my Instagram, @GraySquirrel, if you'd like to see any of that kind of footage. But I digress. Seeing his email did cause me anxiety. Not because I fear him. Get this fucking thing off my shoulder. Not because I fear him, because I don't. I loved the one email he sent me that I have saved where he says he's got a couple of new techniques that he wants to use on my brother and I. Well, my brother is a licensed concealed carry, and he carries a mean little fucking 9. You don't want to fuck with him. He's a big boy. He ain't gonna fight you. He's gonna just take you out. That's just the end of it. Michigan's a castle state, by the way. We can defend our property as hard as we fucking want. And what they teach you in gun... Like, what is it? Like, to get your CPL... They teach you, my brother said, they teach you that if you shoot somebody, make sure they're dead. Because if they live, they can sue you. That's what they teach you. What the fuck? Huh. Yep. So, we ain't fucking around. My family's on high alert. Doesn't matter, though, because I ain't around them. But he doesn't know that. He just assumes. Well, I've had my location off, a VPN running, and a GPS spoofer all running at the same time. I have not clicked on a single link other than Google links in months. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a ghost. It frequently asks why I'm in Ohio. You know what it's like to try and log into your Facebook and it constantly asks to confirm if it's you because you're in a new location? It's really fucking annoying. Ohio, Texas, the Upper Peninsula, it doesn't matter. I could be anywhere, and it doesn't matter. Cat is saying hello. Hello, cat. Head poops? No, you want to just rub your face on my hand. It just gave me anxiety. Like I said, I'm not afraid of the motherfucker. It's just, why? Why can't you just go the fuck away? Instead, you gotta make up all sorts of bullshit, baseless bullshit, and just nonsense. Just complete fucking nonsense. And it's like, alright, you want to talk shit about me and my education, but you're acting like a complete dumb fuck. Thank you, cat. He tried to say that I was a felon. And felons, of course, can't own firearms. And no. Hey, I have one charge. It was an OWI, or OUI, bleh, operating under the influence of liquor and or drugs. And it was completely dropped because I blew a 1.05, and in the state of Michigan, a .80 is legal. So I was so close to the limit, they dropped it to a reckless driving. He was present, but he wasn't present for the court case, was he? No. So he couldn't talk shit and run my name, through the mud. He tried to say in an email prior that he would be willing to be a witness and that he would call the sheriff's department and pay off all my fines. There are no fines. I paid for everything already. I already took care of everything. I'm 2 steps ahead of the motherfucker, and guess what? It's getting tiring, and I don't want to do it anymore. Do you know what it's like to have someone that's threatening your life constantly? And then there's other people that are also, like, jumping on the bandwagon? It's fucking tiring. That's what it is. It's tiring. One's a crackhead, and the other one is, well, a piece of shit. I know I ain't too great, and I'm not looking, very great. I'm a little worse for wear, but leave me the fuck alone so I can just live. Roughly what I have left, which isn't much. But the constant fear of opening your fucking Gmail and seeing an email from someone that shouldn't be even emailing you is really fucking annoying. Especially after you've blocked them and they should be gone forever. I don't know, I just feel like if I block someone, I don't want to ever see their emails. I don't want them to go to my spam folder. I want them to be gone forever, permanently. It's annoying. If anybody has any advice or would like to help me in some way, go ahead. My Discord link is in the channel bio. But I digress. I'm tired as hell. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. 1:02 to be exact, and I'm fucking beat. I am beat. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. It has been a long couple of weeks. Outside of the motherfucker that's threatening to hurt me. I don't really give a shit about that. In the state of Michigan, I can legally carry one of my blades that I handcrafted myself. Especially since they're not finished. They're just pieces of metal. It's not illegal to carry a piece of metal. I don't need to put edges on them. That's a common misconception, that swords were razor sharp, because sharp things stick in bones. Less sharp things break bones and continue to tear through your flesh. Ask medieval knights. They'll tell you. The only fucking sharp blades there were that were actually fucking sharp were katanas. And I don't fucking make katanas. I make single-edged swords, yes, because I like the way that katanas were manufactured. With soft edges, or soft spines and hard edges. Because that just seems smart to me. Seems like an intelligent way to do things, eh? It's easy, too. You don't have to work really hard at it. You just fucking clay it up. Well, you need to normalize the steel first, and then you clay it up, and then you put it in the forge and get roughly 1200 degrees or the color of straw. Then pull it from the forge and drop it in the fucking quench. It'll be fucking easy. And you don't clay the fucking... What is it? You don't clay the blade either. You clay the spine. You want the blade to cool fast, and you want the spine to cool slower than the blade. Or the edge, It doesn't matter. Hey, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams at about 1300 degrees. Oh, that's ironic. That's what jet fuel burns at. It will get to a temperature where steel is so red hot it will fold on itself. How did the Twin Towers fall? Catastrophic failure, because the jet fuel made the steel so fucking hot that it bent. And all that weight decided to come down, and the rest of the body couldn't structurally contain it. Sure, maybe there were some explosives in the basement of the Twin Towers. Who knows? I don't know. We can all speculate as much as we want to. And that is the fun thing about life. You never really know unless you know. If you don't know, you don't know. So why would you pretend that you do know? This is the Gray Squirrel. Charles Ninja, Gray Mare, whatever you'd like to call me. I am going to go to fucking sleep. But I haven't updated in a while, and I needed to rant.